Progress Test 2. What time and when questions.
What time do you usually wake up? When do you start work? What time is your lunch break? When do you go to the gym? What time do the kids get home from school? When do you do your grocery shopping? What time do you usually go to bed? When is your favorite time to drink coffee? What time does the mail arrive? When do you find time to relax? What time is the team meeting? When is the deadline for this project? What time does the office close? When will the manager be back? What time should I send the report? When are we getting the results? What time do you want to interview the candidate? When is the next company holiday? What time is your shift over? When do we need to submit our hours? What time does your flight leave? When do we need to be at the airport? What time does the train arrive in London? When is the next bus coming? What time do we have to check out of the hotel? When does the boarding process start? What time is the last ferry? When do you want to hit the road? What time does the breakfast buffet open? When did you get back from your trip? What time should I show up for the party? When is your birthday? What time does the concert start? When are we going to see that movie? What time is the wedding ceremony? When do you want to meet for dinner? What time does the bar stop serving food? When did you last see him? What time is the reservation? When is the best time to call you? What time is your doctor's appointment? When does the pharmacy open? What time is the delivery coming? When is your hair appointment? What time does the bank close on Saturdays? When do I need to take this medicine? What time is the yoga class? When will my car be ready? What time do the stores open downtown? When is the next available slot? What time does the sale end? When are you going to the store? What time do you need this by? When do you want to go shopping? What time is the grocery store least busy? When will this item be back in stock? What time does the mall close? When do you want to pay the bills? What time is your break? When did you buy that? What time is dinner? When do the flowers bloom? What time did you get home last night? When are you going to clean your room? What time does the garbage get picked up? When did the power go out? What time should I wake you up? When are the guests arriving? What time do you want to eat? When is the repairman coming? What time is your first class? When is the exam? What time does the library close? When are the applications due? What time is the lecture over? When did you start learning English? What time is the graduation ceremony? When do we find out our grades? What time is the study group meeting? When is the semester over? What time is the kickoff? When is the next practice? What time does the sun set? When do you usually go for a run? What time is the final match? When is the best time to go fishing? What time do you want to play tennis? When is the tournament? What time does the gym open? When did you start playing guitar? What time do you have? When is the next leap year? What time does the show start? When will you be ready? What time should I call back? When do you want to talk about this? What time is the solar eclipse? When did this happen? What time do we need to leave? When will we know for sure?